sometimes I go to put the pen back in the cap and I draw myself a little mustache. I need to somehow make these corners curl in and weld into this piece right here to make this corner a little more strong. When I take an impact from here, it actually sends the force of the impact through these cross pieces down to each corner. So don't go anywhere, because that's what we're working on in the first part of this video. The trouble with putting an insert into a part of the tube that's bent is that when you bend tubing, it makes an oval shape in the middle of the bend. And so I'm going to either have to pinch the sides right here to make it back into a circle to match this. I'm going to try to round this piece out. Working in a really tight space like this, I don't want this thing to come way out because my clamp is right here and I need to tie in right before that. If anybody has a good recommendation for a hole saw that will last longer than a few cuts, or maybe if I'm just not doing this right, let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear what people have to say. I think that looks pretty good. The final piece to this puzzle before the cage is 100% complete is inside the cab. Now, when I put this bar in here, I didn't go all the way to the corner, and I should have, but I think there's a simple fix. Because there's a bend up here in the B pillar, I'm going to make another piece that goes from the bend down to the top of this, where this bar intersects the seatbelt bar, and that'll make this whole inside really strong, and then I can say this cage is complete. By the way, if you're not subscribed already and you like my videos, subscribe and ring the notification bell. I keep practicing, maybe I'll be good at this. Measure once, cut once. Measure 2 more times, cut another piece. Sometimes I go to put the pen back in the cap and I draw myself a little mustache. It's for fun. The inside of the cab has stress pushing this tube up toward here, and because it's welded into just a straight tube, it can bend in this spot. So by putting another tube from here to there, hopefully that's going to counteract all that force that's being pushed into here in the case of a rollover. Just really hoping that this tube fits. Oh man, look at that. The cage here needs to get cut above where this piece goes and in the other corner, and then the tacks need to be cut where these tubes are welded. That way this whole thing can just come out of the top. It'll all get finish welded, painted, and when I'm ready to, I can slide it right back down these holes and weld it back together, and it'll be 100% complete. The back of this cage, which ties directly into those spring mounts, so that all the force of the axle goes up through the coil springs and then up through the cage and then back into itself. Because I've got it tied in to the springs and to the frame across the back of the cab and to the rock sliders, which are welded to the body and to the frame, that makes this a true 6-point cage, and it's also a piece of the frame. Of course, when it comes to body panels, I'm gonna smash up the bed and probably have dents all over the side and the fenders and everything, but you know what? Dents and scratches are trophies and badges, and I'm sticking by that. Whenever you dent or scratch your truck or bash it up against something, be proud of that, because you've earned that scratch. And I know that might be an unpopular opinion, but here at the Black and Blue Garage, I tend to beat all the things that I build until they're black and blue. It's 100% not perfect, but I like it.